afternoon, and you're welcome to the Edfrica uh, webinar for today. My name is Adewale Kehinde, and I am the Media and Communications Lead for Edfrica. We're glad to have you join us today. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you had a great week. Oh, yeah, I can see thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's good to have every one of you here. I would indulge us. Can we please give us let's have about 3 more minutes. We'll start at immediately at exactly 4:05. We'll be starting at 5 minutes past 4 p.m. So we'll allow a few more persons to join us on this call. Thank you very much. All right, great. This is 5 minutes past 4 p.m. Just as I promised that we're starting at exactly 5 minutes past 4 p.m. Okay. Like I said earlier, for those who just joined, my name is Adewale Kehinde, and I'm welcoming you to this webinar because we believe it's going to be a good one for you. Okay, because I know we're much and allowing us all to introduce ourselves, probably unmuting the mic and introduce yourself might take us a longer time. So I would love us to do it this way. We want to know you. Yes, you're meeting us, you're knowing. So we want to know you. You can use the chat box. Let's just know your name. You can send in your name. Yeah, where you're joining us from and your expectation. Just use the chat box. Let us know your name, where you're joining us from, and what's your expectation. Can we do that in 2 minutes in the chat box? I'm here to see someone introduce them. Okay, well, great. I'm already seeing some introductions. Hi, Michael. You're coming from Lagos. Hi, it's good to have you. So, your expectation is how to access fund for your business after today. You definitely will learn that because we have seasoned speakers who are going to take us through this section for today. Okay, so while we are doing that, let me quickly, for those of us who don't know about Edfrica, let me quickly do an introduction of Edfrica. I know some of us would have seen, probably you saw the flyer and you registered, or someone shared with you, or you saw the ads and you registered via the ads, and you probably might not really have much knowledge or about what Edfrica or who Edfrica is. Okay, so let me give me that room to tell you where Edfrica is today. Yeah, it sounds like Africa. Yeah, it's Africa, but this is the meaning of Africa itself. Yeah, at Africa, what we do is educating and empowering African entrepreneurs with opportunities, just like you're on this call this evening. What we do is we educate you and also we empower you with some opportunities that you need to help your business grow, to help your brand grow. That's what we do at Edfrica, and this is what our mission and vision statement is. What we see as a brand is a continent with accountable leaders and value-driven entrepreneurs. You as a leader and you're value-driven as a business person. Our vision is that towards a continent where youth believe and exhibit right entrepreneurial and leadership values. So at least our mission and our vision, they are both intertwining because that is what we believe in. That's okay. We have a continent where we have accountable leaders and value-driven persons, entrepreneurs, and both youth. And as far as you're an entrepreneur, you're value-driven. You're not just doing business for the sake of doing business, but there is value. You're giving out value from what you're doing. And so far so good. We have a good track record. If you look at these are testimonials, what Edfrica has been able to do over the years, at least over the years now, we've had more than 5,000 community members who are joining our community. We've supported more than 20,000 small business owners, just like you on this call today. And we have over 200 business consultants that has joined us who are always available to help you out in case you have challenges that you want to scale on. We have consultants who help do that. Then at least for funds, we have over 350,000 US dollars that has been assessed by small business owners. We've had Ogun SME conference that was in 2019, a leadership conference in 2017. We had a growth series webinar in 2020, an entrepreneurship ecosystem support and partnership in 2021 and 22. We've also had cross-continental linkage programs. We've had business incubation programs, funding news and media platforms. Yeah, if you go through our platforms, you will see, you will always find daily news about fundings and opportunities. Like, you remember I said earlier that what we do is we educate you and we empower you, entrepreneurs, with funding opportunities. So that's what we do every time. We ensure that entrepreneurs have access to these opportunities. And so far, so good. We have been able to support 50 entrepreneurship support organizations in 2022, 2023. Then we premiered entrepreneurship web. If you go up on our social media platforms, you'll find series of Vox Pop videos. And for those who feel like, okay, why should we work with you? Why should we align with you? These are the things that that allows you to work with Edfrica. There are numerous benefits. We have personalized one-on-one services that you can reach out. We'll have with you. You get what you want. You are able to discuss. Okay, this is what the challenge is, and you get someone, to a consultant, to help you diversify that challenge and help you, give you the right solution to that challenge. You have unlimited access to opportunities. There's financial security for you. There are mentorship programs that you can also plug into. So what are the benefits? Oh, okay, I'm working with Edfrica now. What are the benefits I get to enjoy? See, there are personalized business growth, improved knowledge, opportunity maximization, efficient user experience, and you're just, there are numerous benefits you enjoy when you're with us. Some upskill opportunities, strategic network chance, resource availability, and so on. There are so many things you get to enjoy when you're you're joining Edfrica. You get to work with us after now. So let me move on. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, so I wish Doctor was on the. Is Doctor, are you on the call? Okay, he's not on the call. Or I'd love him to introduce himself, but he's not on the call. But let me do that myself. There's no organization without a head, and so we have a head here as well, in person of Dr. Emmanuel Odumus, who is the visionary and the co-founder of Edfrica. He's so passionate about entrepreneurship, so passionate about seeing business owners grow, expand. He's like a calling out. Let me say, it's like a ministry to him that he holds so dear. That's he wants to ensure that, oh, business owners are not just they are not stagnant. Those around him, at least the way he can reach out to them. So that is what prompted the establishment of Edfrica. That, oh, okay, how can we give back to the society? How can we help people that lack knowledge in these areas on how to expand their business? Just not everybody should be doing business like the roadside person. Some person should get the adequate knowledge they need. Does not mean the roadside person doesn't have knowledge, but they are limited. There are limitations to the knowledge they have. And so we felt, okay, this way we can bring in people to have the adequate knowledge. And that was what bettered Edfrica. And so these are one of the things we do also. These webinars like this are the programs we hold to ensure that people are equipped with the right knowledge they need, so that you just don't start business or you just feel, okay, because Shade is doing it, I can also do it, or because Tunde is doing it, I can also do it, without the right knowledge to help you put the right peg in the right hole. So that is why we are holding this webinar. And today we have two great speakers who will be speaking to us on how we can assess funding, how we can get the grants that we need, the right knowledge that we need. And today we have Mr. Paul Akolade with us, who will be taking us on a section. We also have Mr. Casper Joe Okpara. So here we have Mr. Casper. Yeah, I hope you can see my screen. Mr. Casper is another founder. So we had to bring in founders for you to learn from today. Mr. Casper Joe Okpara is also the founder and CEO of CORI AI Lab. He's a lead, he leads Casper Tech as a digital consultancy for modern businesses. He's also the creator of Oga Landlord Nigeria, driving innovation in real estate technology. So he has so many branches, so many areas here. So his achievement so far, he has trained over 30,000 individuals in digital marketing and AI through Google Skillshop, also Academy and other platforms. Mentored over 5,000 in crypto and online income strategies. He has authored The Ultimate AI Moneymaker and Every Business Growth, 30 Days to Grow, Scale and Cash Out. So Mr. Casper regularly features on NTA Port Harcourt and active across social media platforms. He's recognized as an award-winning entrepreneur and growth consultant for African SMEs. So far, so good. Mr. Casper is his area of expertise is a full stack web developer, PHP, Laravel, WordPress, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also mobile and no code development, AI monetization, then MSME digital transformation and growth. Wow, he's an expert. You see that we had to do our homework very well to bring in experts that would give you that knowledge. So far, so good. He has supported and collaborated with Google Skill Up, also Academy, NT Podacort, and numerous African tech and entrepreneurship networks. So please, with your emojis, can you please welcome Mr. Casper Okpara Joe? Please welcome Mr. Casper. Yeah. I hope you're penning something. And those that have questions, please just put them aside. Once we're done with the whole webinar, we'll take your questions. So, Mr. Casper, over to you, sir.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Hello, how are you,
sir? All right. So, this is my first speaker. I have said it all. I just wanted to come and say good night to everyone. All right. So, without wasting much of your time, because I believe that he has said a lot of things, which is one of the things I want to say. But for me, let me just start with this. So it is such a pleasure to be here with my fellow change makers, yes. Then my fellow visionaries and builders of African future. So my name is Casper Joe Okpara, and I'm a tech entrepreneur. I'm a trainer. I'm also a founder of CORI.com, which stands for Collaborative Operational Research and Innovation in Artificial Intelligence. But before I was here talking about the labs and AI, I just like many of you, trying to figure out how to grow a business with limited resources. Okay, I've faced so many rejections from investors, and I've been trying to prove that African business, or the whole African business, they deserve a spot at the global innovation table. So now, CORI Lab was born out of my passion to help African business become smarter, to help African business become faster and globally competitive, using AI and digital tools. But in the early days, all of us know that funding is a tough thing. Before you get funding, you just do like this. So before you get funding, you suffer for it. You just, it's not easy. It's not easy. Anybody who's saying that getting funding in Nigeria, and Nigeria as a whole, that person is lying. So let's start. So what today is all about, I want to share how you too can use tech innovation as a magnet for funding. Okay, so let me still talk about how I was able to secure $30,000 seed funding. I secured $30,000 seed funding from Microsoft. Yes, and well, I will still come on that. And then let's just look at the funding landscape for African MSMEs. Okay, so if I'm honest, getting funding in Africa is hard, but it's not impossible. I know a lot of people who always get like $30 million. Tomorrow they close down and all that. So we all know that a lot of things have been available for us. Just like our first speaker have said a lot of things, grants and all that. So let's look at grant first. I don't have any slide to share because today I've been so busy. Like I've had like 4 meetings before this one. This one will be my 5th meetings today. So let's look at grants. I know we've talked about a lot of things on grants. Now, where do we get these grants? That's another thing to look into. And one of the things is that I want to see if I can be able to share maybe links on how we can be able to get grants. First of all, in business, one of the things I consider is that you need to first of all look for grants first before going for loans. You need to look for grants first before going for loans. In fact, getting loan for your business should be the last thing that you can think of. Yes, after you've already done series of research, series of online search to get grants. The next thing that you need to do is to look for maybe angel investors. We also have crowdfunding, now, if we talk about grants, we have a lot of grants. Who noticed that Bet Niger is giving grants? Have you anybody heard about Bet Niger grants? If you had heard about Bet Niger grants, let me see your hand up. So no. Okay. So that is to say that not quite many of you knows about the Bet Niger grant. And another thing there is that Bet Niger, they offers, I don't know if I will share my screen. Let me see if I can share my screen. So when our first speaker was talking a lot of things, so I decided to say, okay, let me look at the links that we can jot down. This is very, very interesting to jot out links. And these links that you are going to jot down is that maybe later on, you will go ahead, make research, apply for it, then who knows? You might be able to get funds from these people. So one of the interesting things I liked about grant is that it gives you freedom. It gives you freedom. I don't. Can you guys see my screen?
Not at all. No.
Oh.
I can see
It's up
it
now.
over here.
It's up now. We can see it.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, if you are not seeing my screen, maybe you just have to wait for your network to come. A lot of people are using MTN, a lot of people are using Alta, Okay, so you guys can see my screen, Abby. Can everyone see my screen right now?
No, not everyone, sir.
Yes.
Okay. For me, I can see the screen. Okay, I can see your screen. Thank you, Michael. So now look at, this is the number one thing that you need to do. It's called the betnigerfoundation.org. Sorry, betnigerfoundation.org is another way you can get grants. So they give grants. This one now is no repayment. It's not like loans. It's not like you need to pay back and all that. So these are the things that you need to look out for before you start looking for loans. For me, I've never got any loans. Okay, no, I've not applied for loans all through my business career, and I've been, funding. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys how I started even my real estate. We all know that in real estate business, you need a lot of funds, you need to buy land, you need to buy, but there are many ways people can get a land. There are many ways to start a real estate business without not looking for loans. Yeah, without not looking for loans or angel investor. And one of the ways I used to fund my Oga Landlord real estate company was just through partnership. Yeah, through partnership. The way I started the real estate industry, with my tech skill, I already know how to run Facebook adverts. And then from running Facebook adverts, I meet with one real estate person in my community. That's in Abia State back then. I'm no longer in Abia State though, but I met with this man. I told him that I want to sell your land. So what's one of the things that he will do? He will give me access to his land. Then after selling it in 3 months to 5 months, I will repay him. Okay, but first of all, I have already established credibility towards him, just like what our first speaker was saying, you establish credibility. I've already established a credibility. Then this man, the only land that he gave me was 4 plots of land. That's the land he gave me. But out of that 4 plots, back then it was around 250,000 per plot, 250,000 per plot. So that money will give me 1 million naira if I sell the whole 4 plots. Then I say, okay, no problem. One of the things I do is that I use the small money I have. One of the things I did was I used 10K, just 10K. That's how I started my real estate business. And I know we started with money, but for me, what I started was with 10K. So I found that 10K on my Facebook advert, then run adverts on that land. And that land, what I was selling it was for 500K. Yes, that was the price I'm selling that land. Because the man I meet is not into that real estate where they just advertise their brand and all that. No, it's just a local chief in the community that always, after buying land, he will sell. After buying, he just do buying and selling. Then he gave me the 4 plots to sell. Then around that 4 plots, I run adverts, and then I had about like 3 prospects. Okay, about 10 prospects. Yes, I have to charter bus. Then all of us went and see the land. Only 2 persons bought the whole land. 2 persons. This one said I need 2 plots. This one said I need 2 plots. They now paid. And the amount of money I got was 2 million naira. Now remember, I'm supposed to give this man 1 million naira. Now what happens? I still have 1 million naira capital with me. So right now, my hair wanted to blow. You know, sometimes when we see money, we'll be like, hey. But as this, I have to calm myself down, because there are people that will say, 1 million naira on my profit. Oh, let me just go and spend money, buy gadgets. Back then, I have needs. I have needs of what I needed money to do, apart from putting it in business. I need to rent my own apartment. Back then, I was living with my brother. So I have to say, let me just hold on. Now, this can be a lesson to all of us, because there will be a time you will get money and then you will not even know what you want to do with that money. Yes, you will not know what you want to do with that money. But if you have the right mentor in your business, if you have the right mentor that guides you, that money will not waste. Yeah, there are times that they say that if you give somebody who doesn't know business 10 million naira to do business, then if he doesn't know how to do business, all those money will still disappear. Then he will still be looking for money. So back then, I got the 1 million naira. Then one of the things I did was, I now have this man. I told him, okay, I've got 1 million naira. Can you give me another 4 plots in that same location? Then, because of I have small money, I was able to use 500 naira and meet with another community leader. Now, all of this has to do with your pitch. As our first speaker said, you need to pitch yourself in. Before you get all these grants, all this partnership, you need to learn how to convince somebody. That's number one thing. Because for me, I don't think I know much about conviction, but one of the things I know is that I'm a little bit well known in because the man, I was doing graphic design for him. I was doing a lot of things for him, I did graphics. There was time he said, okay, I need you to do complimentary cards for me about my agents. I did complimentary card. I didn't want to push this man to push his business to tech, because I just want to, be the one pushing the whole thing through me. So this is how I got funding. Right now, we have lands that worth more than 15 million naira, though we have been spending money now. So we have land worth more than 15 million naira. Now, this is what I started with 10,000 naira. So you see that there is every possibility of you getting a lot of funding without looking for loans. And this thing now is that you have to channel your mindset. You have to program your mindset on the possibility of getting grants. You have to channel your mindset on the possibility of getting grant. Anything loan, just remove it in your mind. Just be like, say, let me go and borrow money here. Let me go to this. I know we'll talk about the loans. I will show you some links that you can go and get loans. But for me, I will advise you on my own personal advice. I would say leave loans for now. Go ahead with grant. Go ahead with looking for grant. There are a lot of links that I even got online that you can get grants. So I've mentioned the number one, which is the Bet Niger Foundation. Then another one is T.Y. Danjuma Foundation. Yes, T.Y. Danjuma Foundation. This is another place in which you can also get grants. All of these things are grants that you can get without no repayment. And one of the things is that if you get this is your seed. This grant is not a grant of using it to, get an office, furnish, buy Apple laptop, buy iPhone. Sometimes when we want to spend money, we have hundreds of reasons why we want to spend that money. When we want to spend money, we'll be like, I've gotten this 1 million naira now, 1 million naira grant. Let me just use it and rent a shop. Let me just use it and do this. No. For me, I will advise you the best way, the first thing that you can do is to try and use that money for scaling your business, not growing your business. Scaling is key in terms of people who need funding. As entrepreneur does not have much business with growth. The business we have now is scaling. How can I scale my business? How can I be able to use little amount of money I have to raise bigger amount of money? But when we start positioning our mind in a way that we need to get loans, we need to get loans so that we can repay back and all that. Sometimes if you get loans can hook you like this, as it can hook you. And sometimes there is something about loan. Yeah, I don't know why I'm here to talk against loan, but let me just make my point. I'll still talk about loan. So there's something about loan. When a loan is being given to you, there is number one thing you will not have freedom. Yeah, you will not have freedom. And sometimes it channels your mind in a way that you don't even think of a positive way. You'll be like, hey, what if this 3 months reach now? How will I be able to pay back? Hey, I will start running. I will run away. I will go to Cotonou. No. I will go to Lagos. No. All of these things. The reason why people run away is because they collect loans. I don't know. Yesterday evening, somebody was chatting me up. He said that he collected 9 million naira from First Bank, and then he bought goods, and then along the goods that he bought, it was chaff. That's another bad thing about loan. That the loans was the goods was just chaff, that he couldn't even, out of the 9 million naira he collected to import the product, he couldn't make up to 2 million naira from that. So now what happened? That's one of the things about collecting loan. That's one of the things about collecting loan. And now he have a very clear proposal. He have a very clear plan. He has a very clear goal of what he really wanted to do with this money. But along the line, something happened. So when these things happen, we always have some things that we didn't even feature in our mind. We didn't even think of, okay, if we import product from China and coming back to Nigeria, the ship that size and all that, and then your goods are gone, then how will you be able to repay this loan? So that's it. We have this Danjuma Foundation, which TTYDanjumaFoundation.org, which is one of the things that you can also look at for in terms of grants. It's also something that you can look at for in terms of grants. We have a lot of platforms that you can easily get funding. We have this developmented.org. Let me share the screen. Now, this developmented.com is where you can also get funding for anything. You can just look for development. This is funding agency, grants. So this is grants. You look at all of these things are grants. Charles Howard Foundation, all of these things are grants. Now, the reason why I am hammering on this is that there is more options for you to get a grant. So I don't just want to just rush and just finish the slide while you guys start asking questions. There is more option on grants than loans. Yes, because this one, I prefer it because it gives me freedom. You know, it gives me freedom. But even as it gives you freedom, you should not make useless the money. So you should just have a way to get this money work for you. Okay, this development end, you can easily get it. These things now are links that Nigerians have access to. Okay, Nigerians have access to. So we've talked about angel investors. Our first speaker have talked about angel investors, and right now, I don't know if all of us know about the angel investors website, which is we have this one, angelmatch.io. Angelmatch.io is also another is also another place you can also get angel investors. We've already talked about the grant. This is another way of you getting angel investors that can also invest, and also is always good. Like now, here is Nigeria. We have about 77 angel investors that we have these investors now. Now, another thing that you can do for yourself as a business person, as an entrepreneur, is one of the things you just do is add them online. Look for them on LinkedIn. Follow their database on LinkedIn, and then, okay. Sorry, my network just switched. For me. Oh no. Can you guys hear me?
Please kindly take the links of angel investors. Thank you.
Okay. So let me copy the link. So this one is angel investors by location. So the location is Nigeria. So I just pressed the link, angelmatch.io. Then we also have another one. We also have another one, which is lagosnetwork.net. All of these are Nigeria's, all of these are Nigeria's own, because we know that before an angel investor in Silicon Valley will invest in your business, you must have spent so much money. You must have spent so much money on your MVP. You must have spent so much money on gathering clients, gathering traction. All of this, we all know that you cannot do this thing without not having any, you can't have traction if you don't have money. Even if your whole family and friends sign up on your platform, it will still not amount to where an angel investor from the US will say, okay, I'm giving you this money. So that's it. So I've pressed the link for this one. So these are part of it. Then we also have another one for the angel investors. Let me just share the tab. So we also have another one, which is this angel investors. Let me still share the link. So that we can I just want in a way that after 2 months or 3 months, somebody from here will tell us that I've been able to secure funding from my, somebody will just say, I've been able to secure funding through this program, at least through this program. Here's the window, the other window. So somebody will say that I've been able to, secure funding through this program, secure grant, and all that. So, and so another thing you need to do is that there are this platform, TechPoint.Africa is another place that you can also go and look for venture capital firms where you can easily get funds. Let me share this one. TechPoint.Africa is also a platform that you can get funding from. And then, one thing about, okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm looking for the tab so that you can see, okay, this is the third point, Africa. So now, as a business person, I would have said that you don't have any business. If you are single here, you don't have any business going on LinkedIn and shaking one lady or anything like that. Your business should be totally on this far for me. Your business should be totally on. Your business should be totally on networking. You need to network. Anybody who is looking for funding in their business needs to have a lot of angel investors on their LinkedIn page. Now, as a business person, I'm not here to say you need to be on LinkedIn. All of us know that LinkedIn is a compulsory. LinkedIn is a compulsory network that you need to be. It's a compulsory network that you need to be. On LinkedIn, I've been able to get like about four founders. Yes, I've been able to get founders on LinkedIn. Now, sometimes when we are running a business, when we are struggling with fund, the next thing that you need to look at is there any person that you can make as a co-founder that will fund your business? That's another thing you need to look at. Is there anybody that will fund my business? Is there any founder I can get that will fund my business? In CORI AI, as CORI AI might be now, CORI AI Lab, I have two founders. One is in California and one is in USA. You see the kind of the strategy I used. Now, all of this thing is about selling your business, selling your idea. Now, all of these are the things that we all need to do before going to look for a loan. Yeah, if you just take all of these steps, I have founder in USA, I have founder in California. Now, one of my founder gave me 1,000 pounds. One of my founder gave me 1,000 pounds. Yes. Now, I sell an idea to this founder, and I was able to also sell a percentage of if this company is making money. As a founder, you have your own percentage. You see this thing now. For a founder to give you 1,000 pounds and you still have your freedom to do other of your business is key. You still have that freedom to do this. You still have that freedom, and this founder knows how the business runs. Most times when we are selling equity in our business, somebody says, I want to fund your business with 10 million naira, and I need you to give me 40% of equity and all that. There will be a time that you will be doing your business, you will not realize that you are only paying these people that invest in your business. You are only paying them. That's why sometimes you see some businesses fold. There is this AI company that has about, they say it has about $30 million. They say the bank, they just fold like that. And most times why these companies fold, why these companies clash is because they are paying too much on equity. They are paying too much on equity. They will not come and tell you that, this equity business is just something that has to do with legal process. It's just inside. You that is outside don't know what is going on inside. Now you see a founder that will run business from A to Z, raise about $20 million. Out of that $20 million, he will now give maybe $8 million or $10 million to this person that invests. So sometimes when you start thinking of it, you see that, okay, you are now doing monkey they walk, babu they chop. So why I am hitting on this is that in my company, the only thing I have is 5% equity. That's what I have. In CORI AI, 5% equity. So any amount of money that we make, if it's more than 5%, leave it. I know some of us who watch, is it Niger Tac Tan or what? Is it Well Shark? Something, I've forgotten the name. Some of these places you come and pitch for investors. You see how a lot of people talk about 5%. We need $20 million for a 5% equity. and all that. So in as much as you are looking for angel investors, you also need to make sure that you are not going to hook yourself on the neck on the long run. Most business, when they say we want to give you 2 million, you'll be like, 2 million, Jesus, give me 2 million. Don't worry, you have 50% equity, you have 30% equity, out of excitement. But you don't know what is waiting for you on the road. You don't know that when growing. See, one thing about business is that when you are growing, it comes with a lot of stress. It comes with a lot of money. Just like maybe you bought a domain name you bought a small domain name of 100K, and then you bought a domain name and hosted maybe 150K, and then the domain name, the space you bought is only 50 gig, and then your business start growing, a lot of people start signing up, and then you now require more bandwidth. By that time is when you now realize that you needed bigger amount of money to be able to expand. So that is it. So all of these things are one of the things that you need to look at for. You need to look at the venture capitalist. Then another one I want to talk about is Niger Fund. I don't know, the website is no longer available. We have crowdfunding, peer-to-peer platform. This is another way you can look at for money. We have donate_ng. We have there are a lot of let me see if I can open the link. There are a lot of places you can get crowdfunding. Okay, this is another place that you need to find a way to raise money for your business. Okay, crowdfunding is one of the keys of ways you can raise money for your business. Let me open this link. So we have these things, the best crowdfunding platforms in Nigeria. So all of these now are crowdfunding websites where you can, this enables individual and organization to raise money for fun. We have a platform like GoFundMe, but unfortunately, GoFundMe, people in Nigeria cannot use it. So, and then people are cashing out. I have a client in USA who I'm helping run a foundation for. This person is cashing out on GoFundMe, but here in our country, Nigeria, what are the platforms that we need to look for to crowdfund our business? So let me just drop the link. So this crowdfunding platform is one of the things that you need to look out for before loans. All of these are before loans. Then we have other platforms. Let me see. We have other platforms, which is just here now, which you can see from here. Investment type. You now look for your industry. Which industry are you? And then you now look at, this one startup, this one SMEs, and all that. Now, if you're looking for funds on green energy, we have health science, we have personal loans. We have a lot of them. So there's no mortgage here. You can see that we have a lot of places. I'm seeing education here. Edfrica can also, get more money in their own business. Okay. So we have all of this, and that's one of the things that we can also make use of. Then after this now, we can now go back to loans, We can now go back to loans. Then the best place to collect loan is bank. I'm just telling you the real truth. The best place to collect loan is bank. Do you know why the best place to collect loan is bank? It's because the interest rate is not high. The interest rate of banks are not high than all this PalmPay. Yesterday, I opened my PalmPay account. I saw something like says that I can borrow 700,000 naira and pay 1% daily. Can you imagine? If I borrow 700,000 naira from PalmPay, I'll be paying 1% daily. Why? In banks, you can borrow money and pay like 15% yearly. Yeah, you can borrow money and pay like 15%, 20%. You just have to go and do your research. There are banks that give loans, and you can only pay something like 15%. They can only pay a little bit amount of money yearly. So And before you get money from bank, you must, number one, have a credit. You must at least have more money in your account. Yeah, most people, just like when people want to travel, when people want to travel, they'll be like, okay, I'm traveling because I have somebody that wants to travel to UK, and one of the things I do is that I credit his account every month as if it's a salary, but it's not a salary. I credit his account about 1 million naira every month, and this is another way you can easily get fund from bank. You can just get somebody credit my account as a business account. They keep crediting your account. They keep crediting your account. When bank check your cash flow, they will be like, this person, they cash out, so they bring money, they come on money. That's one of the things they care about. They look at how much money that is coming into your account, because these are the things that you need to look into before looking for loans from bank. After loans from bank, you can now look at Lapo and all that. I have their links, but I'm not sending it. I just want to encourage you guys to just focus on this one. So all of these now are ways you can do this. You can also be credit worthy by even telling somebody, please fund my account, let me send it back to you. Fund my account, let me send it back to you. From that, you can easily say, okay, let me go and get funds from bank. So I've talked about this. So let me just talk a little bit on the challenges that we face. I know that Mr. Paul have said a lot of things. That's why I started on this food. Now, lack of proper documentation, he said about it. Audited record, that's another challenge that you face. Now, one of the things I want to hammer on is digital footprint. Yeah, digital footprint. How many of you that can easily go online and type your business and see like 3 pages of your business? There are only few, and that is the digital footprint problem. Hello, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Someone is talking, but I'm not hearing the person.
Yes,
someone talking. Oh, okay.
Yes,
So, all right. So now, digital footprint is number one. Digital footprint is key to anything that you want to do. The reason I'm saying this is because sometimes you might need to apply for a loan or grant or anything. First of all, Google your business. Before all of these things, our facilitator read that about me. To be honest, I didn't send anyone about me to them. I didn't send any of my profile. I didn't send any of my profile to him. I know he's here. Can you tell me how you were able to get our profile? Kakayode, are you online? Tell these people how you were able to get my profile.
Okay, so actually you asked that I use AI to get your profile, which I did.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's just it. So that's what he did. He went online and searched who is Casper Joe Okpara, and then AI just brought out everything about me. And I know he didn't give all. Yeah, he didn't give all, but at least AI gave 70% of me on that profile. The profile that we just read is AI that was able to go online, get all my details and send to him. Oga Landlord, CORI AI, and all that. So that's one of the things about digital footprint. There are sometimes you don't need to introduce yourself. You can tell somebody, Google me. So you just came in a place where they are doing something, the person say, who are you? Let them Google me. When they Google you, they can be able to give you that money. So that should be one of the things that you need to be working on, at least having a digital footprint online. This is key. This is number one thing. And weak brand presence is also another thing. Difficult pitching. As I told you, how I was able to get 4 plots of land on borrow. I borrowed the land. That's what I did. Borrow me 4 plots of land. Let me sell and give you back the money. So these are the things that I did. But before then, I have to pitch myself very well. And another thing I want to talk about is location. Location can easily affect your funding. Location can easily affect how you make money in your business. Okay, a web designer who wants to make more money in their business does not have anything to do, does not have any business staying in which state will I mention? Please just mention states that people who are web developers are not supposed to be. Something like Bono, something like a lot of them. You know, a lot of them. There are places in your business that you don't need to be, because for the fact that you are in that location, it's going to be a challenge to your funding. We all know that when we are looking for funding, we are seeing Lagos, we are seeing Abuja, we are seeing Kano, we are seeing Port Harcourt. Now there are people that are getting more funding now in the northern part, but the money we are not seeing it. You will see EU will come and give them 50 million naira for business, $50 million for business, but still those northern parts, nothing is still happening. So your location is also key in terms of your business funding. There are places that you cannot be able to maximize funding. There are people that when they want to invest in your business, they will look at the location you are in. They will look at where is this person is. Mr. BC platform. Where is Mr. BC platform? Where is it? So all of these things are one of the things that we need to do. Another thing is that the only way we can also scale our business and get funding our business is to use technology. Okay, most times we are thinking about money to pay salary, money to pay this thing. When you learn about business scaling, I know I'm not coming to talk about business scaling, but when you learn about business scaling, you can be able to maximize a lot of results. Okay, just like how I told you, I was able to use 10,000 naira and grow it up to 15 million naira capital in my real estate industry. I was able to use this to grow my business. But let me be honest with you, it takes time. It takes time. After the 1 year, 2 years, it takes time. Yeah, but it takes time, but it's worth it. Okay, it takes me up to 3 years before to have up to 15 million lands available for sales for landlord Nigeria. So it takes me 3 years. So I don't want you to just. Do you want to say something? Okay, so I don't want you to just say, I have this money, I need to make 15 million naira in 1 year or 2 years. No, just have patience with yourself. Follow the procedure. One of the things that you need to do in funding is that you need to learn the structure. If you don't have the structure, even if 50 billion naira comes to you, it will just go away. You will not even save anything. So these are the things that you need to do. You need to find a way to use AI to automate a lot of things. As a startup, as a one-man business, you have no business employing a social media marketer. No, use AI, create content, schedule the post on business. That's another ways, at least from that place, you can be able to save some funds. We all know that you cannot run any business without money. And the little money you get, if you useless it, it will not still come back. It will not still come back. So, and another way you can attract funding is through NGOs. Yes, through NGOs. I talked about a partnership when I started. Partnership is also key. Partnering with NGOs, telecommunication, all of these things are part of the things that you can use to get funds for your business. Okay, there are people that you don't need to tell them to give you their money. Just give out your own. Give out your own skill. Give out your own time. When you do this, you can make money. Now, one of the challenges that we have in our business is that we only care about how can I get this money? Have you ever thought about how can I give this person this thing to give me this money? Just like when we said that we have this our uncles that refuse to give us money. What have you done to this your uncle that he refused to give you money? You need to do something for your uncle to be able to give you money. That's the thing. That's the thing. In business, you need to give to take something. If you have the mentality of getting the money without not giving something out, you will be struggling. So you need to find a way. Just get a skill. What skill do you have? Business management, data analysis, and all that. I know you don't have time for your own business, but give out because you don't have it. You need to give out. When you give out, you can be able to collect. So all of these things are one ways that we can be able to get funding from online and all that. So another thing I want to also talk about is build a strong online presence. These are the practical steps which you need to do to prepare yourself for funding. Now, I know some of you does not have a website, but you can create websites online. You can create a lot of websites online and have your own digital presence. You don't need to pay for any domain. You don't need to pay for any hosting. Just create it with AI. You can do it. We have both.new, where you can just type the prompt. It creates the website for you. Then after that, okay, Bello Adamu want to say something.
Yes, please, Casper, Mr. Casper, with due respect, I would love you give us the clue on how to create that website using the AI. Using the AI recently, I know that AI can go a long way of cutting costs for us,
Yes.
And sometimes you can even look at it as a business wise.
Okay, no problem. Let me just drop a link. I did one training that was 2 weeks ago on how to create an AI website. And then now I want to show you something. I'm going to show you guys what I did with AI. And then after showing you guys what I did with AI, I will also give you guys where I did it. Now, yes, you can earn money from there. So now this is my website. Let me just open it. Now, remember when they talked about my profile, why is it not opening? When they talked about my profile, can you guys hear me? I think my network is.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So let me just go here. Hold on, let me just open this. Now we have a website called boot.ng. Let me open it. Boot.new. This is not part of what I came here to do. You are supposed to pay heavily for this, but who am I? So now, as a business person, you can raise a lot of funds from anywhere. You can raise funds. All of these things now. AI has made it easier for us, and we can easily. Hold on. We have both.new, BOLT.NEU. Now, this is my website. Hold on. I don't know why I'm having issues with my network now. Okay, let me switch to MTN. You guys should hold on. Let me switch to another. Okay, so it has opened. Let me share my screen. So I have been doing a lot of websites for me. I've been developing a lot. This year alone, I have developed more than 17 or 18 websites. Yeah, this year alone. But all the websites I have developed, I didn't use AI, but I was like talking to myself. If I'm able to develop websites for people, WordPress and all that, and I talked about how to use AI to design the website, why don't I try it? So I tried it, and this is what it gives me. So all of this, I just integrate. All of this is what This website you are seeing here is done with AI. All of this. So now all these things now, but you can know, you won't know, and there's no way you can know, because every other things I still have to edit with both dark mode, light mode, and all that. So all of this was done with AI, and I use this website called boats.new. Let me share it. So now you can use these things to create a website for your business. Then when you use it, you launch it on Netlify. You can launch it on Netlify. Netlify is, all of these things are free. All of them are free. They are free of charge. They are free of charge. You don't have to pay any money to use it. So let me send the
Sorry,
link
sir.
here.
Is it also with the domain, or you get the domain yourself?
They will give you free domain, and the free domain is your business name dot netlify.org dot. It's just be like casjoe dot. Okay, Bella, do you have a question?
Yes, sir.
My WhatsApp.
Yes,
Oh,
what I want to ask is that, what are the tools did you like? This website you just designed. What did you use in forming this kind of website? Is it one only AI have, or there is multiple of them for this website to come to life? Thank you.
there is two platforms I did. Remember, I have other platforms. I have other websites that I have. Another thing is that you can also get funding from eduafrica.org. Yes, there are funding opportunities as well. And I just remember now. So I said, let me just talk about it. Let me just type the link here. edfrica.com. So this is also where you can get funding, and then there are always funding opportunity. In fact, that's why I love Mr. Emmanuel. The first time we met, he talks about a lot of opportunities online. So I decided to follow him bumper to bumper so that I will still get funds. Even as I am now, I still need money, you know. Even Dangote still they borrow money from banks. If you search now, Dangote is owing banks. Yes, even as he is the richest person. In fact, banks will be begging you to come and collect money to grow your business. So you can get funds from eduafrica.org. That's another platform. Then this boats.new is where you can design your website with a prompt. Now, first of all, before you use this platform, they have limited tokens. They have limited tokens, and that limited tokens is that is based on your prompt. So I will always advise anybody who wants to use the platform should first of all go to ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT to develop a website content for you from beginning to the end. Yeah, to develop a website content for you from beginning to the end. And when ChatGPT develop that content, you can easily copy that content and go to this boat.new and paste it. And when you are developing those things, you need to have your color code, your brand color, what's your brand color, business color, and all that. And you also upload your logo there. You tell boat.new to just create it for you. It will create it for you. You can now deploy it on Netlify. Then when you deploy it on Netlify, you can now buy a domain. You can even buy .com.ng. Then point the CNAME record. When you point the CNAME record, before you know it, you are on your way having your own website, because this is what I did. I was just experimenting this thing. I already have my main platform, but I said, let me just experiment this and see how it is. This is my real website, casjoe.com. And you can never know that, okay, AI did this in 2 hours, in 3 hours. But I'm not saying this so that you will not patronize us. Because patronize us, give us money for the website design and all that. If you know any web development, just patronize them. Okay, so it's good. I'm just showing you this so that, but you still need to have a little knowledge, because in terms of SEO, all right, okay, somebody, okay, I must see Africa. Do you want to say something?
Yes, please. I want you to explain in details how we can go about the website design.
We've already leave this topic. Let me check my WhatsApp chat before the. Okay, okay, okay. So now you just have to do your research.
That's
I don't know. Yes, sir. This is all I asking me too many questions that I don't want to answer.
that website. So let's focus on funding for today, and then we'll
Exactly, exactly.
for websites and all that. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. So that is to say that there will be a time for this, and then we'll call everybody to come, and then. So let me just finish my funding opportunities. Now, before you get fund in your business, you need story. You need story. Story is one key thing. At least these are one of the steps that you need to take. Okay, use your data to tell stories. There are three important stories that you need to talk about in your business. There are three important stories that you need to talk about in your business. Number one is referral. You talk about how you're able to get this referral. Number two, you talk about educative content. Whatever business you are doing, there is a way to integrate education inside it. Yeah, because all of these are stories. You have to project an educational content. Number one is education. Number two is transformational content. Number three is testimonials. All of this. Then number four is behind the scene. Yeah, all of us have different businesses that we are doing. How many of us have posted online what we are doing behind the scene? It's only few. For me, how I was able to get one founder from United Kingdom is based on my story. I'll tell my story today. We have 15 signups on our platform, and these people said that they like it. Sometimes I even DM them. Please let me mention your name online, because of one is that I need to grow my digital footprint so that I can be able to get funding. Okay, so you need to have a story to tell. Storytelling is key. Storytelling is key. Just like, I don't know if you guys know about is it Pamtech? You know about Pamtech? Who have heard about Pamtech here? Now, maybe only few on none. Now, there is something that you need to do in your business to get funding. Yeah, and one of that thing is that you need to serve Nigeria. This Nigeria that we are in now, there are things that they like, there are things that they don't like. If you are there online, be talking about your business, and you feel that, okay, from this you will get funded. No, sometimes you need to integrate it with story. Just like we have Pamtech, is a mechanic workshop company, and this mechanic workshop company decided to use entertainment to grow their brand. Nigerians love entertainment, and that's another way you can grow your brand. You can grow your brand through entertainment. You can grow your brand. You can ask AI. My business is in agriculture. What are the ways I can grow my brand online so that I can be able to get funding out there. I can be able to get fund out there. It will just tell you a lot of things. So all of these are AI. ChatGPT is free now. Nobody is paying for it. So all of these are the things that you need to do. Storytelling. You might not even have a story to tell, but find a way to tell your story. That's why even in church, you see a pastor, before, if a pastor wants to raise funds, this pastor will be like, this my brother sowed a seed of 1 billion naira, and yesterday somebody was able to give this thing. Somebody was able to give this thing. All of these are to motivate people. Even when you are pitching, The problems you are solving, you need to tell a story about it so that these angel investors, these venture capitalists, these people that wants to give you grant will say, there's this one lady that won about 20 million naira. They started with one AI health tracker. She told a story that her mother died because of this. Why her brother, her uncle did this. I don't know whether it's true or not, but they can lie. Everybody can lie. And I'm not saying you should go and lie, but what I'm saying is that you need to tell a story that can make people bring out that money. That angel investors, you need to tell them a story that can be able to make them give you that money. So that's why even in church, pastors will tell stories about it and all that. So now let me still tell a little bit about CORI AI, how I was able to get funding. But one of the ways I started as CORI AI was that I started small. That's another thing. You need to start small. On my platform, I only have 2 options back then, 2 features back then: generate text, generate image. Then I keep sharing it. I keep documenting all my journey online. That's why if you search about CORI AI now online, you will see that if yourself, AI will even help you, or Google will even help you and tell you that this person has secured more than 50 million naira and all that. So all of these are ways you can easily do this, so that investors will say, okay, is this person investable? Are you investable? Can I invest in your business? All of these are part of the things that you need to do. You need to document every journey. Every journey. If you are taking 1 step, document it. If you are taking 2 steps, document it. And all that, you also need to build a community. You need to build a community. If you have a business, build a community around your business. That's another way to attract funding. If you build a community around your business, you can have a lot of users. At least when you are pitching for that money, when you are pitching for grants, you say, we have about 30,000 Facebook members who are waiting for me to launch my business. Then when I launch, I will have 30,000 persons sign up on it. And you now show them link. You now show them, this is the group. All of these people are waiting. They are on the waiting list. And this business will give us $50 billion, 50 billion, anything that you can do. All of these things are it. Now, building a community is not hard. Create a WhatsApp group to start with. Do a training about your business. Push it there. All of these are ways you can be able to, get funding. Another mistake we always make in this business is that sometimes we don't usually have a clear projection at first. Yeah, but for this one, it's not really a big mistake, because I believe that everybody learns on their mistake. So, and not having a clear projection at first is another challenge you can have when getting funds. And another thing is that investors are always on LinkedIn. Any investor that you are looking for that wants to invest in your business, they are on LinkedIn. There are places that you don't need to go and look for investors. Like maybe you are going to TikTok, you are the only people, you're on TikTok looking for investors on TikTok. All of these are mistakes that you don't need to do. You just need to focus on LinkedIn. All of these platforms are free and you can access them free of charge. So all of these are the things that you need to look at for. If you have been able to do all of these things I said, number one, you do all of these links, go through all of these links I said before you can be able to now say, okay, let me go for loan. First of all, you still have to do your DMing. I have a friend of mine who loves DMing people on LinkedIn. You have to DM. You have to send people a DM every time you are sending this person a DM about your business. Do all of those things before you start looking at loans. So I don't know if anybody have any question. So these are the mistakes that we made. And another thing is using too much tech jargons. using too much tech jargons can also be a mistake, in terms of your business. Always, when investors are looking at you, investors are looking at somebody who they know that can handle money. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I think my time for questions, I think. So I want to still hand over to our Oga, the facilitator of this program,
Mr.
to now take
All right.
over.
Thank you very much. That was a very practical section. Yeah, I can see. I from people questioning in between and all that, I can see. Thank you
It's,
very much. That was a very great section. Really appreciate you. Okay, so if you have questions, we'll make it very snappy. Please, let's do a head count. So just raise your hands. Just raise your hand. So I do a head count of those who have questions. Okay, so while you're doing that, we'd love you to do something for us. I want you to go on. I'll drop the link to our social media platforms now. So I want you to go on social media after this webinar. You post something, what you learned, and you tag us. Mind you, we are going to repost this. So you tag us. I'll drop the handles you will tag both our social media platform. You tag doctor as well as our facilitators. You can even make it a collaborative post if you want. If you want us to collaborate with you on that post, there's no problem. But if you just want to tag us for us to see, that's fine. So please, you can please go on with the. Let's go on with the head count. You can raise your hand if you have questions, both for Mr. Casper and Mr. Paul. Yeah, Mr. Paul is still on the line rather, so that we can take your questions all together. I can only see MOC Africa's hand here that has a question. That's the only person I'm seeing at the moment. I want every other person to also raise their hands if you have questions. Okay, we have Ruth from Motosho. I can't find MOC Africa as well again.
Yeah, it was previously I raised my hand.
Okay. So any other person? I have two persons here. Okay, Mr. Bello Adamu, you can reach out to us after the call so we can link you up with a consultant who can pull you through on this. Okay, so I have two persons. Okay, I have three. Great. Okay, so Ruth, you can go on. And please let us know who owns the question, if it's for Mr. Casper or Mr. Paul, so can be answered well.
Thank you for the section, Mr. Casper and Mr. Paul. Okay, so my question is to Mr. Casper. I just wanted to know if it was possible for us to, because I couldn't take down all the links that were mentioned for the grants and funding. So I don't know if it's possible for us to get them.
Dude, I can hardly hear you. I feel we also couldn't hear your question. But you can drop it. You can drop it in the chat box. I think the network is glitchy or something.
Oh.
Yes, Mr. Damo, you can drop your question also in the chat box since you're on transit. So I'll read that out. So Mr. Michael, yeah, over to you. You can ask your question.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for putting this platform or this meeting together. Learned a lot. So my question is this to both of the speakers. I am into logistics, and also on the side, my wife does agricultural business. So I'm looking at expanding or scaling our business to where I can help her export this catfish outside of the country. So is it possible to access agricultural loans, or is there any company or organizations that I could reach out to? We've reached out to BOI, but we didn't scale through. They didn't give us feedback what happened, but we didn't get the funding. So I don't know if there's an organization that could help us or grant something. Like it was access fund to scale the business. That's my question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Let me have Mr. Paul first, then Mr. Casper will come. Mr. Paul?
Okay, yeah, thank you for the question. If I get you right, you're saying that your spouse runs a fish business and you want to know how you can get a loan or a grant to scale that business, right? Please
Yes,
confirm that
very,
question.
that's very correct.
Okay, so yeah, so there are quite a number of platforms, right? But I think that one of the ones I would tell you is just check out Faith Foundation, right? When you just Google Faith Foundation, sign up for their newsletters and stuff like that, attend any of their training. They do a lot of free training, right? And they give out, once you're already in their database, they also have a WhatsApp community that you can join, right? They do a lot of outreaches and funding, right? They do revolving loan. In fact, the revolving loan, the revolving loan, they did one earlier this year. They released another one in May. I think it may have closed, right? I think it has closed, but I'll check the link. If it has not closed, I will forward it to the admin so that probably they can reach it out to you, right? But just check Faith Foundation revolving loan fund. They give up to 10 million naira. Check Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. They give up to 5 million naira in loans. And these loans are very low interest loans, like single digits. And you'll probably pay them back for 1 year, right? And the reason why I mentioned, so there are other platforms where you could get grants, but sometimes the application process can be quite tough, right? Then another one you should check out is Thrift Africa. So this one, I've worked with them personally because I helped them co-train MSMEs in Ogun State. Ogun State had the program for MSMEs. I co-trained and mentored MSMEs under them. MSMEs that they facilitated with. So even those MSMEs, we funded them via Thrift Africa in May. From March to May, they were receiving funding, and it was pure grants, right? So check out Thrift Africa, check out Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, check out Faith Foundations. And there are quite a number of them out there, but I can give those because I've worked specifically with those three, and I know that they give loans and even grants ongoing on an ongoing basis. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Paul. Samika, I don't know if that clearly answers your question.
Yes, very well. Thank you.
All right, that's great. So do you have any other person who has a question? Another person? Okay, so please check the chat box. Okay, Christ Apostolic Church, can we have the funding sources, angel investment networks? Okay, so this is what we'll do. Mr. Paul and Mr. Casper shared some sources, things with us. For you to get access to this, kindly join our just come to the chat box now. You'll find links to both our social media platforms and our WhatsApp community. Kindly join the WhatsApp community, because after the webinar, we are going to drop some of these resources right in that platform, in the community, where you can easily get them. There's no how we can share this with you outside this place, because we don't have your contact and all. So the community helps us to be able to get through to you easily. So please kindly join the community. Let me share the link to the community and other platforms. So join the community, then the resources will be shared. You can find them, and please don't forget, let's have you on social media. Put up a post. Let us know what you have learned. We also want to see that, okay, yes, this was the webinar was impactful. It was not just you just had and you didn't really go with something. So the tags are there. You tag Emmanuel Odumusi, find Paul Akolade, Casper Joe, and you tag Edfrica also. Please do well to tag us on those things that you have learned. Mr. Adamo, I was actually looking up to see your questions. You said you're on transit, but I didn't get that. Okay, maybe you can.
Okay, no problem. I will. I'm part of your community. And I was the
Okay,
time
yeah,
I
fine. You
even
can
signed
drop
up
in the
for
community.
consultancy stuff. So I will engage.
No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. Yeah, once again, let me greet you all. Happy MSME Day. It's your day, and
I have
you
a
begin well
question.
to help. You have a
Can
question? Okay, please go
you,
ahead because we're about to round up.
yes, thank you very much. I appreciate the panelists for today's program, but I just have to ask this quickly. For someone that has not done business before and is just starting out and doesn't want millions, I think from what I've been hearing, probably for big businesses or startups that need millions. So you want something around the range of 500,000 to start a business. So are there funding opportunities for such businesses? Just something around 500,000, not up to a million.
Okay, Mr. Casper, I don't know if you got a question.
Yes, I got the question.
Okay,
And for someone that is just starting out, there are a lot of them. Sometimes these people that are giving grants, there are some requirements that they need. Okay, and that requirement is just like now, Tony Elumelu Foundation is also another platform. Even if you have an idea, that's another place you can also get grants. You can get grant of up to $5,000 for those starting out. And we also have here, that's Youth Empowerment Nigeria. These are the places that you can start. Youth Empowerment Nigeria, they give about 100 to 500,000 naira. That's the way they do. They give their grants. All of these things are for startup. Even in Lagos, if you are in Lagos, we have this for Lagos residents. Lagos residents have access to 250,000 naira plus. These are just small amount of money that you can also look out for. We have this womenpreneur pitchathon by Access Bank. Access Bank is also another platform you can use as a lady. You can also look out for that womenpreneur by Access Bank. They always give out grants as low as 500, 1 million, and all that. One thing about this grant is that for the people that are just looking for small grant, it's even easier to get than the big amount of money. So if you just look at those places, these platforms I just mentioned is a way of you starting out. Okay. So like this MTN, yes, MTN will also ask you to come and pitch your idea. No experience needed. They call it MTN Yellowpreneur. MTN Yellowpreneur is also a platform where even if you don't have a business, you don't have any experience, come and pitch it. These are the class of places that you can actually get a grant from. I believe that's the question.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you very much, Mr. Yeah, thank you very much. All right, so once again, I want to appreciate everyone. Oh, Mr. Michael, did you raise your hand again? Or okay, let me assume it was to previous one. Okay, so once again, let me appreciate you all. Thank you for taking your time to attend this webinar. I believe we have all learned one or two things. You can also find funding opportunities on edfrica.org. Just like he had mentioned, we post daily funding grant opportunities for MSMEs. Once you check up edfrica.org, you'll find opportunities that aligns with your line of business as well. And please don't forget, please put up a post. Let us know what you have learned. That is one thing. This was not paid for. So the only payment you can give us is to show us that, oh, you've actually learned something from this section. So please put up a post on your social media. If it's for you to screenshot this screen and post, or you want to put it as a text on your phone, then screenshot and post that way, that's fine too. But please don't forget to screenshot to put up the post, tag us, tag Dr. Emmanuel Dumusi, Mr. Okpara, Casper, Mr. Paul Akolade, and also Edfrica on all social media platforms. Those are the names you find on all social media platforms. The names are not changing. So thank you very much. Really appreciate you. And once again, let me still greet you. Happy MSME Day. It's been a lovely evening. Yeah, it's been a great evening. And doctor, before we call it a night, yeah, doctor is on the call. Just want him to say one or two things before we bring
So
it to an
thank
end.
you. And thank you. I find this interesting because the volume of people who stay to the end shows that we are giving value at Edfrica. Please, if you know anyone that is into business, make sure that you invite them to be part of our communities. We will also start some close communities where some exceptional and selected funding opportunities will be made known to you. So please and please, if you're not part of our WhatsApp community now, join. I'm sure my team has dropped the link in the WhatsApp group. I want to appreciate the speakers. Casper, you did great. Um, um, my brother Paul Akolade, you did very great. Thank you very much, both of you. It was a session that personally I enjoyed and I learned a lot. And may we all be great together. Do have a lovely day, everyone. Bye bye. Then, so one more thing: the recording of this will be made available to select to the community WhatsApp group later on. In case you have the network issues, those in the community would have access to it to the YouTube link. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. So everyone, do have a beautiful weekend. Bye, everyone. Please don't forget to copy the links and also carry out the assignments. Thank you very much. Bye.